Okay, rather sloppy version there of the Jam's Billy Hunt from Ahmad Khan's 1978, yes. Though I think the song would have been just fine on Modern World. It really has that kind of straightforward jam thing going on without some of the subtlety of some of the other songs on Ahmad Khan's, but nonetheless a very fun song to play about an egomaniac. So yeah, let's do a lesson here about it. I had a request, by the way, from a channel viewer to do this, so I apologize for the delay. Finally getting around to it here. But as you can see, the song is comprised of power chords and bar chords. At least the way I play it. Weller doesn't play traditional bar chords. He plays, you know, open chords kind of thing. I like the bar chord just because it gives me the perception of control, a little bit more control. But anyway, so here we start in this position at the 3rd and 5th frets in a power chord. So the way I do it is I bar from the A string on down with my index finger at the 3rd, and the D string on down with my ring finger at the 5th. And it gives you this chord, really nice chord. And I'm muting this 1st string with my finger. So the introduction is 4 strikes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move it down 1 fret each. Then open it up. And then bar chord, or pardon me, power chord here at the 3rd and 5th, low E and A. Quickly up to a D chord, and then right after it an open A string, and then jump right into it again. And by the way, you want to give it some vibrato on that low power chord, this one. So the correct way to play it, like Weller plays it, is hopefully you can pick up that vibe there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of do a there you go. Okay, practice that. It's a lot of fun to do. You can start slow, speed it up. That's the way you want to learn most things on guitar. Very slow at first, speed it up as your competence improves, right? Okay, so the verses start here at the here we are at the 8th fret, bar chord in an E shape, and we're just going to go 8 to 3, 8 to 3, 8 to 3, 5. Same shape with your fingers. By the way, when it's played live, when Weller plays this live back in '78, he's not hitting it that many times as he's singing, because he's got Bruce, of course, in the background on the bass, and Rick's drums filling everything in. So he kind of hits a chord every now and then, you know, shows you his guitar and does other Townsend-esque kind of moves, being really cool. But, you know, when you're playing it on your own or singing along with it, it's kind of fun just to little, you know, a little more structured and a little less angry. as Weller was. Okay, so we brought it here. We're going to slide it up to the 10th. Back to the 5th. To the 10th. Now we're at the 12th fret. And what I like, instead of just playing it in the same shape, which is fine, lift off your pinky. Gives it a little more jazzy tone, but also a little more edgy too, which is cool. Now, we're into the chorus, the Billy Hunt, Billy Billy part, right? When Weller plays it live, he plays it down here in the open position, you know, A minor. But I find when I'm playing it in the open position, it's really hard not to hit this low E, which sounds like, you know, shit when you're playing it, because it's not supposed to be there. So I play it here at the 5th, in a bar chord at the 5th, and then in the E minor shape with your fingers. Gives you a nice A minor that you can chop just by, you know, doing the old lift off and press down with your hand and a little palm muting. Then we're going to jump up here to an A minor shape, same bar. And that's a D minor. It's a little messier down there, but here, nice and clean. And then we finish it off with a big G. With the lift off and hammer on from the low E to the A. See how I'm doing that? This is my favorite G also, where you're playing the 3rd fret, the B and E, 2nd fret A, 3rd fret low E. It just gives it, I mean, that's just a really powerful G chord, right? And we're back into the verses again, which is here at the 8th. Same old stuff, and then we're here. And there, I just like to lift off the pinky off the D string and put it onto the G string and then back to the D. And then we're at the first little guitar solo, which is really simple but very cool. So that's an open D string. And by the way, the open D you use all the way through this little solo. So open D. So that's the open D juxtaposed with the B string 3rd, B string 1st, G string 4th, G string 2nd. A little bit of vibrato on it always helps. So again, open D. Very cool. Good writing, good songwriting there. Very simple but effective, the young Paul Weller. And then we jump back into the Billy Hunt. Now let's see, boom, ba, da, 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 da. Then we go to the verse again. And you know how to play the verses. So now I'm going to show you how to play the bridge. The part where he sings, I could be a Superman, satisfy any whim that I wanted to, right? So we start with a G. Whoop. No, a D. Here we go. I could be a Superman. Okay, so a D to a G to a C, and make sure you throw that low E string 3rd fret, which is actually a G, in the bass. See how much power that has compared to the traditional C? Which is nice, but add that low E string. It's just got a little more oomph to it. Then an F bar chord. So first fret and then fingers in the E shape. Then slide that up. Back to D, to G, to C, to F. And that's a G, right? But that's a bar chord, 3rd fret, E shape, but this time to wind it up before we go into the guitar solo, you want to have your pinky on the G string back to the D. It's just a really powerful, simple little move that Weller uses a lot in his jam songwriting. All right, now let's see if I can remember how to do the solo when you break it down like this. Very simple solo again, but quite effective. So here we are on the G string, 5th fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, B string 5th, E string 4, E string 5, E string 4, back to the B string 5th, 4th, 3rd, high E 5th, high E 4th, then slide it up here and catch the high E string at the 8th to the 6th, then open, then right back here to 6 to, pardon me, that's actually the 8th fret, my bad, 8th fret to 7th, to 5th, to 3rd, to open, to the 1st fret E, back to open E, back to B at the 3rd, and then down to 1 on the slide. So, again, the very simple yet effective guitar solo starts here at the G string, 5th fret. And then from there we jumped right back into the intros stuff. So the way we're doing it now is just a little different. So I'm just showing you rather than telling you. So that's at the 2nd and the 4th. There, I just told you. And that open A and D. And after the 4th time, we get a screech. And then we're right back into the. And then live here, I notice he does this. The 2nd time when he's going to do the solo, he does just this nice D chord, which is actually here at the 7th fret on the D, G, B, and E, and then catch the high E string up here on the 10th. That's a pretty damn noisy D. Or you can just go back to the old. And then you're back to the chorus, Billy Hunt. Now what I like to do the second time through is put just a little edge on it. So just take your pinky off those same chords and you get this. I like that. It's jazzy, but also a little more angry when you have a bunch of distortion on there. So, ending of the song is, you know, you'll back up to the D, the open A string. Fret, compressing the D, G, and B. And it just kind of lingers with more level on it than I can throw because I've got family members in the house. You get some nice distortion and feedback there at the end. There you have it. My approach to the Jams, Billy Hunt, 1978. Enjoy.